Hi, I am Manas Singh. I am a student of journalism and mass communication. I did my graduation from GGSIP, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi, and I belong to Manipur. Initially, when I started preparation of the CDS OTA, I was pretty focused on the written examination, and I felt that the SSB interview and all those things will come second. But literally, I came to know that SSB is the most important thing, and written examination is like you can do it with your practice thing alone. So after that, I started preparing for this written examination way back in 2011. And then my examination was in November 2012. It was in October 2012. And after that, I cleared my written examination, and I thought that I should get specialized coaching from a team of well-learned people. So I contacted Cavaliers Raja Garden, and they really taught me very well from the various interviewing techniques to that psychological test, from that to PGTs, progressive group tasks, TATs, SRTs, all those things which are involved in the SSBs. They were taught very meticulously by very well-learned persons, and I felt that when I went there, there wasn't any fear of unknown. I knew everything which was gonna be there, which was gonna be asked there. So I felt that this really helped me a lot. From Sir Chopra, who told me everything about how to face the interview, the psychological setup, the way you need to deal with people, the way you need to make friends with people, the way you need to enjoy there. Everything was told to me so meticulously, so well that I knew from the beginning that if I clear my screening, I'm gonna get recommended. And after that, I went there on July 3rd. Allahabad 11th board. Many call it one of the toughest board, and I know that it's one of the toughest board. So on 11th board, we went there. We reported on 3rd of July, and on 3rd of July we had a screening test. The screening test was as usual the picture perception test, PPDT, and the intelligence test. The intelligence test was a walk in the park. It was very easy, and the picture perception description test, it was as just a duplicate tool by Chopra sir and the other faculties. So it was really something which I knew from the beginning. I got screened in, and from that day onward, I knew that I'm going to get recommended. On the second day, it was a psychological test. It was again a walk in the park. We cleared that, and we then went to Sangam area. We enjoyed a lot over there, and we went to Kumar Kila and various places there. And after that, we made something like we always made many friends over there, and we always kept on sitting there in cafeteria and enjoyed a lot over there. So that way I was able to make many friends, and they really helped me in my command task later on. On the third day, we started with the GTO series. Group task officer was assigned to us, and we reported by 6 a.m. morning on the third day. The third day was when we started with the group discussion. It was an informal discussion, and it really ended off well. Then started the GPE. I felt the GPE was the best thing that happened to me. GPE, I started off well, and then after GPE, in GPE I started off well. I started with the prioritization of the task. And then after that, a group followed, and I was able to conclude. I was able to lead the group to conclude the task very well. So this was like GPE, and we came to a conclusion that was like 99% not happening, but we did it. So the GTO was really happy with this. We came to conclusion. I was chosen by the group to give the conclusion in the GPE. So after GPE, our confidence was really high. The whole group's confidence was really high. So we started off with the progressive group task. The confidence was such after the GPE that progressive group task we completed it in around 20 minutes. The allotted time is 40 minutes, but we completed in 20 minutes, and it was really so well done by us that I felt that the GTO was really happy with this. After that, the introduction was taken from us, and meanwhile we started off with the lecturate. The lecturate was very contemporary, and in that lecturate many topics were from the contemporary history or contemporary present thing. So after that, my lecture, it was about the topic was the rise of global terrorism, and I went off well. My speech was well, and I was able to finish the whole speech on dot, just on time. And after that, we were let off, and we enjoyed a lot. We went for a long drive. We booked a taxi, and we went roaming around Allahabad. We went to various places. We visited Jawaharlal Nehru's house, and we visited Hanuman Mandir there. And after that, next day, it was the fourth day. We were almost finished with all the tasks except the group individual obstacle task and the command task. The individual obstacle task is a series of 10 tasks, and we have to complete that 10 tasks in the allotted time of 3 minutes. I was able to complete the 10 tasks right before time, and according to the rules over there, I was able to complete the next 2 bonus tasks, carrying mark 9 and 10. That means total of 12 tasks I completed in 3 minutes. After that, there was a command task. People in my group called me 3 times for the command task, and I felt that gave the GTO a fair idea about the person who I am. And after that, I was called for the command task, and I felt that it was one of the most difficult tasks I have ever done. There were various movable structures in the command task, and initially for the first 1-2 minutes I was not able to decide what to do. But after that, after keeping my thought well, and after what Chopra sir said, that concentrate on the structure, I kept on concentrating on the structure, and at last I was able to decode the structure, and I crossed on with my team very easily. The group task officer patted me on my back, and he asked me, according to you, who do you feel that should be the first person to get recommended? I said that, sir, I feel I should be the person. And after that, we were almost let off. Almost every task was finished, but the major part, the interview, was there. And I was called for the interview. I was given 30 minutes prior time to get ready for the interview, and the interview was taken by none other than the president of the 11th board, a very experienced good fellow. And we started off, and the interview started off well. There were various very intriguing, stressful questions, but I negotiated the questions very well. At the end of the day, I was really satisfied, and I felt that I will get recommended after the end of the day, 4th day. The 5th day was the conference day, and we packed our bag, and we were feeling somewhat bad because some of our friends were going to leave us, and if I also did not got recommended, I may also leave. But there was something in me that always told me that yes, I'm going to get recommended. And after that, I was called in for the conference, and the conference lasted for just around 3 or 4 minutes, and it went off well. The general questions were asked, and I came out. After that, the most awaited thing came in, that was the announcement of the result. In the announcement of the result, it was more of a random chess numbers which were being told, and I was announced last. So those few moments were one of the most stressful moments of my life. But I got through, and I got recommended, and I'm really happy that I got recommended from Allahabad, 11th board. The things which I found different in Allahabad was, I feel, the GT ground, the group task ground, it was very different. I felt the structures were very different. The color codings, the way they color coded it made it more difficult. And the GTO always made it more and more difficult with the changing scenario in the process of crossing the PGTs or the HGTs. And after that, we really enjoyed a lot. One thing I'll say you is that we enjoyed a lot. I met many friends of my life, and I got recommended. But even if I had not got recommended, I feel that I passed through one of the most important phase of my life, where I got to learn a lot of things, and that's it. Thank you.